Curtains are up for the diplomatic super week in South Korea. Having returned home from the ASEAN-related summits, President Lee Jae Myung is now set to host the APEC Leaders Meeting in the southeastern city of Gyeongju. We go live to the International Media Center there, where our President Office Correspondent Yoon Jung-min is standing by. Jung-min, how's the mood down in Gyeongju?
Dami, it's getting busy and preparations are complete here in Gyeongju, where the leaders of the 21 APEC member economies start gathering. President Lee Jae Myung arrived here this afternoon as host. The venue, accommodation, public transport, and the media center where I'm standing now are all set, and security is very tight, with just 3 days to go until the opening of the APEC Leaders Meeting on Friday. In this diplomatic super week, a series of meetings takes place leading up to the 2-day top-level talks, including the concluding senior officials meeting and APEC ministerial meeting. Under the theme of building a sustainable tomorrow, connect, innovate, and prosper, digital cooperation and bolstering regional supply chains will top the summit agenda. Eyes are on how South Korea can act as a bridge of cooperation and connection at a time of deep division and growing global uncertainties, and whether we can look forward to the Gyeongju Declaration. For President Lee, it's a major diplomatic event for a president who's just 5 months into his presidency and could be a testbed for his pragmatic diplomacy in the face of global protectionism and the U.S.-China rivalry.
Indeed, Jung-min, and tomorrow a high-stakes meeting will take place between President Lee Jae Myung and his U.S. counterpart Donald Trump. Tell us more.
You're right, Dami. So when the two leaders, Presidents Lee and Trump, sit down here in Gyeongju, we expect the key agenda items to be addressed, including the allies' complicated trade deal. Korea and the U.S. agreed upon a framework trade deal in July to lower the Trump administration's tariffs, with Seoul pledging an investment package worth $350 billion. But key differences remain over how to organize the details. Washington reportedly demands that Seoul makes a significant portion of the investment in cash, which Seoul sees as unrealistic, given its significant impact on the economy. Another area of focus is security cooperation, including modernization of the alliance and the bilateral nuclear energy pact. But the deadlock in the trade talks could complicate any announcement related to security. The two sides have also been working to improve the visa system, following the controversial raid and detention of Korean workers last month at a Hyundai plant in the state of Georgia.
So, South Korea-U.S. summit on Wednesday. Jung-min, before I let you go, what other events should we be on the lookout for the week?
Right, Dami. So this week, President Lee will sit down with his Chinese counterpart Xi Jinping and Japan's new Prime Minister, Sanai Takaichi. And aside from those bilaterals, attention is on a high-stakes meeting between U.S. President Trump and Chinese President Xi in Korea's port city of Busan, slated for Thursday. We will also have to see whether a meeting between Trump and North Korea's Kim Jong-un could coincide with the APEC event, up until which South Korean officials deem as less likely. Back to you, Dami.
All right, Jung-min, thanks for the coverage. That was our Yoon Jung-min live from the International Media Center down in Gyeongju.